Welcome to the Now Report on TV47. My name is Furaha, and today is Friday, wiki imeisha, finally yet again. Najua most of you are probably tired from the long weekend, looking forward for the day to end. Anyways, for now, mko na mimi, next mtaongea baadaye, but sasa acha tuanze kazi now. A moment of silence for an international tragedy that will truly break a Kenyan's heart. Over in the Philippines, a lorry driver in Sorsogon City took a sharp end just a little too enthusiastically. The heartbreaking result, as you will see in the footage, nearly 2,000 bottles of beer completely flew off the back of the truck and shattered all over the asphalt. It is completely buried in a massive wave of white suds. That's not just a highway spill. That looks exactly like the corridors of a flat in Roysambu on a Sunday morning after a heavy payday weekend. 2,000 bottles of beer gone in a flash. In Kenyan terms, that is a level of heartbreak usually reserved. Well, it is reserved for when the KRA system hangs on deadline day. Unajua ukiwa umezubazuba and then you wait for the last day. Kila mtu ameamua tu hiyo siku ya mwisho ndo anaenda kufile returns zake until the very last minute unapata system imehang. And then, yeah, siku inapita na you're left with the fine. It is an absolute waste of perfectly good weekend fuel. If there is any silver lining here, it is that the local highway now smells like a lively Friday night at the Nairobi CBD. Though I do pity the drivers who have to pass there trying to explain to a cop that you are completely sober but your left front tire is currently driving under the influence. It is a level of drama that nobody needs. Yeah. Well, that is something. Because kuna mtu mahali ana imagine pesa naenda kutumia hii weekend and then he sees that, oh my God. Anyways, now, Mother Nature has apparently looked at the world lately. Na ikasema, you know what? I can be way more dramatic than that. Over in the Philippines, yet again, the notorious Tal volcano in Batangas imeamua it was completely done keeping its cool and violently blew its top. The eruption launched a spectacular, terrifying wall of ash and steam, a whopping 1,200 meters straight into the sky. Now, 1,200 meters is nearly 4,000 feet of pure subterranean ridge. To put that in perspective, that is the exact length of a passport queue up Nyayo House at 5 a.m. Except that in this case, this volcanic cloud is actually moving. If you look at the massive cloud, utaona that that's not just a standard geological event. That looks like the absolute chaos left behind on Tomboya Street when someone shouts, "Kanjoana come!" The Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology released the footage with a mandatory credit, but honestly, I feel less like a science update and more like a gentle warning. It's the planet casually reminding us that while we're stressing out over our daily schedules, mandamano, traffic za Thika Road, it can trigger a mile-high explosive reset whenever it actually feels like it. Well, that's quite an explosive situation. Anyways, in New York City, a crowd gathered to form every barber's absolute worst nightmare. Over 100 bald individuals took over Washington Square Park for a massive celebration of hairlessness, ditching their caps to chant, "Bald is beautiful." It was a total economic dead zone for the local salons, an entire convention of people with absolutely zero use for clippers, shampoo, or hair gel. The peak moment will come when an inspired spectator got so swept up in the vibe that she had her head completely shaved right there on the grass in ultimate solidarity. Talk about peer pressure. But you have to respect the energy. Zero bad hair days, just pure aerodynamic confidence. Well, I know a friend or two who would perfectly fit in that crowd. Anyway, a runaway East African diaspora citizen is causing absolute chaos in America. Gracie the giraffe clearly decided she's had enough of the American dream, breaking out of a private Texas ranch and vanishing into the wild for 2 weeks. Because Americans love maximum drama, they didn't just look behind the bushes. They deployed drones, helicopters, and a $5,000 cash reward. Now, look, for every 600,000 Kenyan shillings, for over 600K, Kenyan youths who are Rongai, who already want to dodge Stray Lions on a regular Tuesday, would have easily tracked her down and led her back to the ranch by her ears before lunchtime. The search even attracted classic fake news. After false online reports illy claimed that she was safe, the local sheriff blamed, and I quote, idiots in their pajamas in their mother's basements. Quote, it is good to know that keyboard warriors operate on the exact same wavelength, whether they are in Texas or Juja. Choppers finally spotted her hiding in the thickets. The sheriff reported Gracie was found fat and happy, sporting a total catch-me-if-you-can attitude. Honestly, you can take the giraffe out of East Africa, but you clearly cannot take the pure, unbothered Mr. Kima drama energy out of the giraffe. The fact that they say it's from East Africa, I wouldn't be surprised if it's from Upper Kwetu. We'll figure that out later. But honestly, that level of craziness is Kenyan. Anyway, students and teachers at the Malvinas Argentina school in Buenos Aires just unveiled Bonge la Mural, like a huge mural, taking the reduce, reuse, recycle assignment to a whole new level. The massive 9 by 9 meter mosaic depicting Jesus at the Last Supper covers a whopping 81 square meters and was constructed entirely out of colored plastic bottle caps. The school community spent weeks hoarding plastic cups like digital currency, getting families and neighbors involved in the ultimate eco-friendly art project. But they didn't just swing the design. Teacher Sebastian Ramirez revealed they used a surprisingly high-tech workflow for a plastic cup project. They first restored the classic image using AI, then pixelated it in Photoshop to figure out exactly which color cups belonged in which grid. For the students, the project was a total core memory, proving that teamworks make the dream work, even when that dream involves sorting through thousands of beverage leads. Argentina has seen bottle cap murals before, but this one completely clears the competition by blending digital tech with massive community effort. That is a really beautiful mural. It's really, really beautiful, I have to say. Now, finally, prove that the habit of hiding critical documents in random places we finally found out that it's an international problem, not just a Kenyan one. A volunteer at the British National Archives early discovered a rare original 1776 copy of the American Declaration of Independence. Ilikuwa captured by the British Navy during the war, and the captain casually filed it away under the label another paper. Honestly, that is the 18th century equivalent of our parents hiding a genuine crime plot title deed inside a random dusty 1998 key mathematics textbook. Now, at the bottom of a wardrobe. Now, for 250 years, American birth certificates was treated like your birth certificate hidden under... For 250 years, this document was treated like your birth certificate hidden underneath your mother's mattress. But the timing couldn't be better. Unveiled right in time for America's 250th anniversary. It just goes to show that the next time your mom tells you how important papers are somewhere safe, she actually means it. Now, you know, it's a running joke, but it's actually true. The number of times you'd ask your mom for a document, so, excuse me, and then you like, oh, mom, where's my birth certificate? Unaenda in the bedroom, and in a mattress, chini anapata, you find documents all over, and they're all really important, but they're very well maintained and clean. So who knows? It might be a very safe place to put your documents, but again, be careful. So now, from historical discoveries to the cutting edge of tech, where artificial intelligence is trying to do the impossible, bring back the dead. In South Korea, a booming new tech trend has startups creating highly realistic AI-generated video messages from deceased loved ones to help grieving families for about 600,000 won, which is roughly 60,000 Kenyan shillings. You just provide a few old photos and a voice sample, and AI will create a video of your late relative delivering a custom script. Many families are now playing these videos during major holidays and family reunions. But then let's be honest, if you tried bringing an AI video of your late grandfather to a Kenyan family gathering, it wouldn't really bring comfort. It will cause instant chaotic pandemonium. Half your aunties will immediately start casting out demons. The uncles will then reject the video because the AI avatar forgot to mention who owns the family land. And your grandmother will burn the tablet at the stakes. Experts warn that while it brings comfort to some, it risks trapping people in a virtual fantasy. It is an incredible technological leap, but maybe some things are better left in our memories. Well, I do believe people have various ways to grieve. Then, yeah, let me leave that one there. Paraguay midfielder Miguel Almiron unlocked a truly bizarre World Cup achievement, earning a straight red card against Turkey simply for covering his mouth. Following a midfield spot, Almiron shielded his lips to hide his trash talk, a massive mistake under FIFA's strict new anti-racism rules, which treat the muffled mouth gesture as an automatic dismissal to prevent hidden insults.
Sundays at 8:30 p.m.
Good morning.
You have my rent?
Leo jioni kama tutakuwa tumelipa rent, nauza hii simu yako.
Hamna pesa. I need 3 G's to make my nails today.
Sasa hivi natuhusu aje?
Can I order now? Do you ship? Can I get blinking ones?
Mimi nilikuwa na trade. Nimeekelea kitele yangu. Kitele yangu na trade.
TikTok and X are flooded with edits of the referee giving the red card as a massive buzz drop hits. It's giving illegal underground rave. It is giving high-stakes football drama, and it's officially the viral soundtrack of the tournament itself.
After review, number 10, Paraguay, cover his mouth. Decision is red card.
Sundays at 8:30 p.m.
Good morning.
You have my rent?
Leo jioni kama tutakuwa tumelipa rent, nauza hii simu yako.
Hamna pesa. I need 3 G's to make my nails today.
Sasa hivi natuhusu aje?
Can I order now? Do you ship? Can I get blinking ones?
Mimi nilikuwa na trade. Nimeekelea kitele yangu. Kitele yangu na trade. Ikikunyuma.
Oh my God, he left me.
Nitumie ni lie.
Wow. I imagine umefukuzwa World Cup and there's a big game unaambiwa utoke, and then it becomes a whole meme, a trend, a musical trend. Anyways, director amesema pia mimi nimepata red card, yani time yangu ya kutoka location imefika. Anyway, TV47 at 1 is next. Jioni tuko na the Now Report again on TV47, so stick around and have a lovely weekend still guys. Sawa sawa, tuonane Monday.